Hey guys, welcome to episode 3 of Force the Funny. Appreciate you guys clicking on this video, and we got a fun one for you today. First off, I want to start out by apologizing for the late uploads of the last 2 videos. Just got behind on things, got ahead of myself, and I'll try not to let it happen again. We're working on it, alright? Alright, in this episode, I'm going to tell you a little bit about a time I went to Kansas City with my father and a couple of his friends, and things got a little bit out of hand. We're going to go over, I got a new segment for us. We're going to go over my buddy Joe's playlist. I'm thinking about calling this segment, In Joe's Head, or Step Into Joe's Head, or something like that. So we'll figure it out for the next few episodes. So let me know in the comments if you guys have any thoughts about what that segment should be called. We're gonna talk about a time when I dropped a hammer on a certain electronic device. And then I just got a good tip for everybody at the end of this the episode. Just something I think we all should know about and be thinking about in this day and age. So, without further ado, let me present to you episode 3 of Force the Funny. Boom! Welcome everybody to episode 3. I know Michael already said thank you, but I'm going to say thank you one more time for watching this video or listening to this podcast. I really greatly appreciate it. And remember to like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. Hit the notification bell if you're watching this on YouTube, and if you're listening to this on the if you're listening to this on the podcast app, make sure to leave a review and rate this podcast. Anyway, let's get into this, guys. So I promised you guys I'd tell you a little story about when I went to Kansas City with my father and a few of his friends. So let's just fucking go. I think it was about a year ago. Date doesn't really matter. My dad and a couple of his friends were going on a trip to Kansas City, and my dad was like, "You want to come?" And I'm like, "Of course I want to come." And so we went out, and so we got the tickets, everything. So the beginning of this trip, right? Actually, I want to preface this with this, okay? My dad and his friends are in their late 40s to early 50s for the most part, okay? Now, I am 23 at this time. 23, 22, something like that. One of those ages, right? A lot younger. So I figured I'm going to be the I'm gonna be the party animal on this trip, right? All these old dudes are gonna be going to bed late or going to bed early, all this shit, right? Well, anyway, so we get to the day of the trip, right? So we all gather at my buddy Jim's house, right? My dad's buddy's Jim, my dad's friend Jim, his house. He's my friend too. Anyway, we get to Jim's house. Okay, and our buddy Jeremy is there, and Jeremy is, if you guys know who Chris Haslam is, he looks like Chris Haslam, pretty for the most part, except he's a bit bigger, not like fat bigger, like buff bigger. All right, so we're all at Jim's house, right? My buddy Jeremy shows up, my dad and Jim. So we call an Uber to take us to the airport, right? We all only have like a small bag or whatever, and Jeremy takes out of his bag a Tupperware container, like a decent size like Tupperware container, and then in the side of this Tupperware container, for the most part it's empty, there's like a little residue in it, and then the side of this Tupperware container is like a stick like this big of butter, marijuana butter, weed butter, right? And we're in the Uber at this point. Okay, he's got his bag in front of him. We're in the Uber, we're going to the airport. We're on the freeway when he opens this. Okay, he takes out the entire stick of weed butter and eats it, all of it. By the time we were halfway to the airport, and the bless this Uber driver's heart, guy didn't say a goddamn word. Not a thing. Fucking champion, dude. Whoever you were, sir, drove us to the airport that day, I commend you. You deserve a prize, man. You deserve an award of some kind, some sort of Uber Driver of the Year award or something. Because he did not say a goddamn word, and that car smelled like more weed than I've ever smelled in my life. And I was sitting next to him. It was bananas. Anyway, we get to the airport finally, right? Oh, Jeremy did this because he's has a fear of flying, and he figured if he got blitzed out of his mind, he'd be fine. It worked. We get to the airport, get on the plane, we leave. We go, fly to Kansas City. We land. I have like a Bloody Mary and maybe like a Jack and Coke or whatever on the plane. Everybody else kind of has a drink too, except Jeremy. He doesn't drink, which is gonna be key to this story. Anyway, so we're in Kansas City. We've had a few drinks. We decide we don't want to just sit around at the motel or whatever, which is kind of on the outskirts of the city. We're like, nah, let's fucking let's go in and let's go get dinner or something, right? So we find this really nice barbecue restaurant. Really nice. I have a great lamb steak with a sherry with a lamb steak. I had a lamb steak with a nice brandy that was made with 20-year-old sherry. It was really good. We all had drinks except Jeremy. We all fucking, right, had a good time. Go back. Anyway, next day, our buddies show up. Our other friends who were gonna meet us out there show up, right? We go to this event thing that we were planning on going to while we were there. Okay, so at the end of this event, I'd say we're all 5 or 6 drinks deep, maybe more. You know, we're pretty, we're getting there. Let me remind you, only 20-year-old, 40 and 50-year-olds. Okay. Now, we go to this casino after our event. We're all kind of drunk. We take Ubers. We go to this casino. Okay. At the casino, I go off and play some poker. And and my father and his friends stayed at the bar drinking, right? Now, this is where everything starts getting a little fun. We leave the casino, right? We leave our friends behind because they were staying at the casino. So we leave the casino. It's maybe midnight, maybe later, probably midnight, maybe 11 p.m. midnight. Okay. So we leave the casino. We get back to our hotel. We get out of the car. Okay. There's a man standing off to the side of the entrance of the hotel with a 12-pack of beer, just sitting there, right? 12-pack of beer, and he's smoking a cigarette. And so Jim and I go over to just go have a cigarette before we go inside. Gene comes over to join us. Gene is my father. Comes over to join us and meets this man, who happens to be a German man, and speaks from Germany, okay? And speaks fluent German. Now, my dad served in the military in the 80s or something like that. And he served in Germany, so he knows a good amount of German, okay? And so my dad and this guy just start speaking German to each other, and we're all pretty drunk. So is this guy that we meet, and so these guys become instantaneously best buds for the night, right? So I go inside with Jim. My dad stays outside, starts drinking. I go upstairs, start drinking. It's kind of late though, right? So I go to bed. Tried to go to bed. Okay. So this is what happens when I go up to the room. Apparently, my dad and this German guy stayed out drinking for a while, and and I guess somehow, I'm not sure how, I'm not clear on the details of this, got a hold of a luggage cart and stacked it almost halfway up with 12 packs of beer. Okay. They then proceeded for the rest of the evening to drink maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 12 packs, maybe more, of beer and cider. IPAs, lagers, ciders. Okay. About halfway through this event, okay, they're downstairs screaming at the top of their lungs in German to each other. I'm sleeping. I wake up and I just hear outside. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where am I? Look outside, and it's my dad and the German man just going off. Not mad at each other, just going off, right? They're maybe halfway through the beers at this point. My buddy Jim in the next room across from me, I yell out the window, "Hey, shut up!" And they yell back some curse in German. And so Jim, the saint that he is, he goes downstairs. Okay. He goes downstairs, gets them to go inside, to go to the dude's room, right? Well, they had other plans. This is 5 o'clock in the morning. 5 a.m. We have a flight at 9. Okay? My dad and this German guy are going down the hallway with a luggage trolley full of beer. Okay? Get up to our room. Somehow got past the lady at the front desk with all this. Got up to the room. Okay? Just drunker than I've ever seen any human beings before or since. And they barge into the room that I'm in. I'm asleep. They barge in and then continue to scream in German in the room. Okay? I get up pissed. Look at the time. Start screaming at my dad. Immediately, somehow on this trip, I turned into the old man and they became the children. It flipped on me real quick. I don't know how this happened. The whole trip, I'd been fucking... But all of a sudden, boom, it flipped. And I could see it in my dad's eyes. He was fucking like 21 again, and he was like, I'm in Germany. I'm indestructible. You know? He was in the army again. I could see it in his eyes, right? And then I turned, and I just screamed at them. It is 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. Go to bed. And then the German guy grabbed the sheets. I sleep in my underwear, by the way. The German guy grabbed the sheets, ripped them off the bed. Ripped all the sheets in one swoop off the bed. I'm here, just like, are you fucking... So instant fury, right? Instant blind rage. My dad sees the look in my eyes of somebody's about to die right now. My hands are balled up in a fist, and my dad turns to the German guy and says, we should probably leave. And I go, oh, you think you should probably go? I've had enough. I'm standing in my underwear, just, my dad, I've become the parent in this situation somehow. My dad is like the child, and is like, oh God, oh no, daddy's mad, we should go, and leaves with the German guy. Well, apparently when they left, because I just grabbed everything and turned all the lights off and went back to sleep for the, 2 hours, 1 or 2 hours I could after that. before we had to wake up and pack and leave for our 9 a.m. flight. So apparently when they leave with the trolley full of beer and the apparently when they leave with the trolley full of beer, okay, they get out of my room, or our room, and they turn and start heading down the hall with the cart. Standing on the cart, you ever stood on a shopping cart and like pushed it with your foot and rode it? So they're doing that on either side, cart full of beer, doing that on either side, both of them. And apparently this front desk lady had come up because somebody complained about the noise, sees them and goes, "Wait, stop!" And they yell in German simultaneously, "You can't catch me," and then go into the room and lock the door. Now, the next morning, and the entire half of the day, in the morning, and the entire rest of that day, we all spent talking about the events of the night before and dying of laughter. And the best ender for this story, the best part about our very last experience in Kansas City. We got to the airport, right, in our rental car. We got to the airport. We had a 12-pack of beer, mixed beers left over from our room, right? And I'm like, well, we can't bring this into the airport, so let's just get rid of them, like throw them away. And they're like, we can't throw away beer. We can't. And Jeremy goes, the non-drinker, the guy who's been sober this entire time, goes, why don't we just give them to somebody? It's an open 12-pack of mixed beers, mostly Sierra Nevada's, some Modelo, right? Why don't we just give it to somebody? We're all like, who the fuck is gonna take beer from fucking random strangers at an airport? Lo and behold, we put it down, walk past this couple that's just getting into Kansas City. They look about maybe late 20s, early 30s. And Jeremy goes, hey, we left some beer on that trash can over there if you guys want it. And the guy goes, what? Sick! And runs over and grabs it. It's like, fuck yeah, thanks guys. And incredible. And I think just speaks, as the party left, another party continued or began. You know what I mean? Like, it's like a cycle. So if you ever go to Kansas City, make sure you party with a German guy, because apparently you're going to have the best night of your life. It was an incredible time. Probably one of my top 10 experiences in life, for sure. Was amazing. I've never laughed longer or harder than I did on the flight back, reminiscing about the night before. It was insane. Just insane. Okay, so I recorded a little bit of this earlier, but apparently I fucked up my recording, or something happened, and my audio from the videos didn't record, so I gotta redo this. So excuse me if I'm a little bit irritable, but we're still gonna have a good fucking time. So we're stepping into Joe's head, and we're gonna watch some YouTube videos from my buddy Joe that he has curated for us, not specifically for us, mostly for him, but we're gonna take a step into his head and see what the hell's going on. So let's start watching, shall we? This first one is called Hellbender's Ice Cream. There's a little kid.
Hi, how can I help you young boys?
I want ice cream.
All right. What flavor do you want?
I like that one.
What?
Blue, please.
Blue what?
I want blue.
What?
I like
Okay, hold on. I gotta back that up. So for those of you that aren't watching, there's two little kids standing in front of an ice cream truck. This is an animated. There's a dude in the ice cream truck, and if you're looking at the if you look at the menu, there's cock and balls on the menu, and today's special is Donkey Kong Special, which I'm pretty sure is the cock and balls.
Boys.
I want ice cream.
All right. What flavor do you want?
I like that one.
What?
Blue, please.
Blue what?
I want blue.
What?
I like purple.
Purple what?
Don't raise your voice in public.
Yeah, I'm gonna tickle you.
What the hell? Get off of me!
I know you're ticklish on your feet.
I want raspberry.
What the fuck is wrong with you idiots?
Okay, bye.
What the fuck? Alright. Alright, this next one is called Bofu 2017, and then some characters I can't make out. It's animated as well. Leaf and Opti, that's what it's saying. Is it a children's show? What are we watching? I like the music though. So there's a smiling flower, now there's a bunch of smiling, bouncing balls going down a trail in a forest. Now there's a bunch of dancing flowers just kind of bopping their head up and down. Digging this music though, I can get down with it. Okay, so now the trail is lined with flowers bopping up and down, and smiley bouncy balls jumping up and down. And we just start green. How long is this video? 50 seconds? Alright, next one. This one is called Japanese Guy Wins Game Show. Hitoshi Matsumoto. This one's called Catching a Carjacker. It's 23 seconds.
Jacking my car.
For those of you that are watching, these people just ran out of their house and there's a guy laying under their car by the muffler, like jacking off the muffler.
Oh, can you believe that?
No, the car's so fucking hot.
Now the boyfriend has joined the they just spat on the muffler. Oh my god.
It's a hard knock life for us.
Oh, it's pretty much a bunch of people getting fucking head. I don't know if we should show that fucking part. The girl getting hit in the back of the head with a shovel. Didn't she like get severely damaged? This is drunk guy versus bottle. For some reason the quality is fucking awful. Oh, I've seen this. Oh no. Oh! Okay. Can we? Alright. Okay, so that was an animation of a guy who appeared to be drunk walking around with a bottle, and then he slipped, fell, and the bottle went in his asshole. There you go. You're welcome for the quality content. You
Watch
guys gotta watch the
basketball
video
live
for that
and cable
one.
free.
I'm not
The
gonna
best
explain
way
that
to stream
one.
television. YouTube TV. Try it free.
Black Dynamite. This is the Richard Nixon fight scene. It's really good, so watch it.
Following fat people.
We've all seen this.
Enough! Stop it! Stop!
This is FBI Open Up. It's a... Oh no.
FBI, open up!
That one gets me every time. Oh my god. I love that one. It's a fucking, so it's a dog. That's the last sound of it for those of you that are watching. This shit's funny as fuck.
This guy moaned at least this loud. Oh!
Man, that guy was into that fucking moan, dude. That guy, oh! Oh! That guy got into that. How to make ramen with a gun. Start with rich seafood stock. Add plenty of greens and a spoon of minced garlic. And then a gun! Jump around dog? That's funny.
Baby, can't you see I'm calling? A guy like you should wear.
Yeah. Alright, play all that.
You've got your sunrise.
Sorry if I'm rushing through this, by the way. I'm still pretty infuriated that my original recording didn't fucking work, but I'm still having a good time. I hope you guys are.
You caught a prize.
You and your Johnson.
You're making your Johnson. Party nights, summer whites. You, your friends, and your Johnson. Rooster tails, water trails. You, your kids, and your Johnson. Saturday nights, distant lights. You, your girl, and your Johnson.
You and your Johnson, a way of life for over 50 years.
Dude, I love this commercial, or that. I wish we still had commercials like that. That shit's fucking amazing. This is Horror Peep, Lose Yourself, SpongeBob, Eminem. By the way, America, crack open a cold one with the boys. You're the boys.
If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted,
this is amazing.
In one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo. His palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms are heavy. There's vomit on his sweater already. Mom's spaghetti, he's nervous, but on the surface he looks calm and ready to drop bombs. But he keeps on forgetting what he wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud, he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking how? Everybody's choking now. The clock's run out, time's up, over, loud. Snap back to reality. Oh, there goes gravity. Oh, there goes rabbit. He choke. He's so mad, but he won't give up. Daddies, he know he won't have it. He knows his whole back to these ropes. It don't matter, he's dope. He knows that, but he's broke. He's so stacked. God's cage. I was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. I've been chewed up and spit out and booed off stage, but I kept rhyming and stepped right in the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All the pain inside's amplified by the fact that I can't get by with my 9 to 5, and I can't provide the right type of life for my family. Cause man, these goddamn food stamps don't buy diapers, and there's no movie, there's no Mackay Pfeiffer. This is my life, and these times are so hard, and it's getting even harder trying to feed and water my seed. Plus, see, that's all I caught up between being a father and a prima donna. Baby mama drama screaming on it too much.
Alright, that's enough of that. I just got into my phone there for a second. Forgot I was recording a video. How'd you like that?
Are you fucking serious?
Alright, so it's basically a Discord, and it's a Discord group for Eden, and it's Adam and Eve. For those of you that are listening, those of you that are watching this video are probably very upset by this. Anyway, so it's Adam and Eve and God in a Discord, and then Eve takes a bite of the apple, and God goes, "You fucking serious?" and leaves. What is this? What the fuck? So dumb. Okay. Oh, this is fucking. I've seen this too. This is great.
Get fired! Fuck you!
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Hey! Fuck you!
Fuck me?
No, fuck you!
Hey, fuck you, Tabernacle.
Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Vaffanculo!
Che sei tu, Colis? Fuck you!
Ma che cazzo? Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Fuck you!
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fuck you!
Hey, what the fuck? Hey! Oh!
Oh! Fuck you!
No, ma sei una pazza! Non parlare più!
Mangia della merda! Qui c'est moi?
Ma no, bella donna! Elle parle pas à toi! Get the fuck out, on jase là! Et Giuseppe?
Fuck you, Marco!
Ok.
Ciao, Marco, a domelo!
Arrivederci! Ciao!
Fuck you! Alright, this is a video that I was told I have to watch. Apparently it's this one.
Hey, this a real ass rapper right here. This is a real homie right here. Look, homie done passed away, and he ain't leaving his side.
Oh,
Hey, homie. I know it probably hurts, bro. We gotta get out the road, G. Get out the road. I know. Damn, homie. Oh, man, bro. I'm sorry, bro. I just know I didn't do it.
Damn, that's
Just know I
fucking
didn't do
sad,
it, G.
dude.
Man, I'm sorry, homie. Fuck, bro. Damn, you ain't leaving your homie side, bro? Oh, man, that's sad, G. Fuck, that's sad. Oh, what you doing? What you doing? You humping it, nigga? God damn, you a savage, my nigga.
Ha! You guys probably thought I left. Nope. Still here, motherfuckers! Sorry, that was really close to the microphone. I need to remember to pull it away from myself when I yell.
They are, break and chip resistant. It says it right there. It's true as fuck. Okay. Are you ready for this? I'm gonna wash this out so I don't have to clean this up. Good enough. Watch this shit.
Hello! Hello! Aki desu. My name is Aki! Aki! This is my farm. Oh yeah. Americans customers. Hello. My Japanese tea, please. Thank you.
I love this guy. This is amazing. Can I be friends with this guy? It's amazing. Oh my god, dude. Oh, that's amazing. Well, that's enough of the internet today. Hey guys, thanks for watching that little segment. I really do appreciate anybody who's made it this far into the video or the podcast. Thanks for still being with us. And I just got a little bit more for you before we wrap this up today. I got some smooth jazz playing in the background to calm us down as we wind down in this show. You ever just want to drop the people's elbow on your phone? You know? Your phone ever just been being a little bitch? You just had to throw it on the bed and give it one of them? Just drop the people's elbow on it, you know? Let it know. Make sure it acts right. Had to do that the other day. I just didn't want to load something. I was like, it's ridiculous. So, you know, had to remind him who the boss was, and then, you know, it got back to work. So, I wanted to finish off with a little sentiment today about something I think is kind of important nowadays. And it's having a good economy of words. You know? I find that in this day and age, everybody thinks that they need to be heard and that everybody has to listen to every goddamn thing that you have to say all the fucking time, and you better pay attention to them. And I think in an age like that, where people act like complete fucking assholes for no reason and shout over each other, and constantly need to have the last word and comment on every little thing. I think having a good economy of words is important. You know? Being able to differentiate yourself by how you speak. Being able to be concise. Use the words that you need. Use only the words that need be used to get your thought out there, no more. And thinking things through when you talk about them, you know? And thinking things through before you talk about them. And not just blasting out bullshit for no goddamn reason just because you feel you need to say something. You know, we all are familiar with the sentiment of if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. I feel if you don't have anything constructive, creative, or anything beneficial to say, shut the fuck up. I know I act that way sometimes. I talk a lot, but I'm trying to, you know, trying to change it up a little bit and find a better economy of words, find a better way of speaking and be more concise with what I'm trying to say. And I think this will help this show and what we do here and everything that I talk about. And eventually we'll start talking about some more serious topics and getting a little more in depth eventually. But for now, that's all I want to leave you guys with. The last thought, you know, something to ponder on. So, to everybody that's watched this, or to anybody that's going to watch this, or to anybody out there at all, I very much appreciate you and love you to death. Thank you. Please remember to subscribe to this on YouTube, subscribe to it on your podcast app of choosing. Watch every new video Monday and Thursday. And we'll try to get them out around then. I'll try to get them out around then. There's no we, it's just me. I'll try to get them out around then, and, you know, thanks for coming over, guys.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks. Don't mind me, I'ma just grab my stuff and leave. Excuse me, please. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Nope. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Alright then. I don't know what the fuck just happened, but I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Fuck this shit, I'm out.